I'm glad the Boondocks reboot was canceled because it wouldn't work today.
He said it! He said it!
I never really understood this sentiment, and I'm tired of seeing it every time I look at the comments of a Boondocks video, because, like, there have been multiple comedies that make fun of political stuff. The Boondocks ain't special. Freaking South Park has been running since before I was born, and they're not stopping anytime soon. So this whole fear-mongering about, oh, the Boondocks can't work today is completely stupid. The only legitimate criticism I see with the Boondocks coming back is that the writing quality dips, because that was shown to be a thing in, like, season 4, whether Magruder was on it or not. That is a legitimate concern to have. So yeah, when the Boondocks reboot was announced, I was cautiously optimistic. I'm like, okay, I hope to see what they have in store, but yeah, please don't, make it like season 4 again.
Now, before the heads of HBO Max decided that cartoons weren't cool anymore unless their name was Velma, there was an announcement of a Boondocks reboot that would consist of a 1-hour special and 2 seasons that would be put on the service. Now, the series ran into some things that were beyond their control, but there were just a few things that were just weird decision making on their end, which I'll get into. Granddad's voice actor John Witherspoon died in 2019, and obviously production had to be halted due to that. Now, his son JD was wanting to fill in the void, and because he could do a good impression of his dad, like I've heard it, he could do it's a decent impression. And for whatever reason, the producers or the higher ups or whatever were just like giving him the cold shoulder and were like sabotaging his audition practically. I don't know why they were doing this, just weird workplace drama, I guess, but you can learn more about it in the video on screen. So years passed with pretty much no news. I would constantly be looking at the Boondocks bootleg Instagram for like any news on it, and they would like constantly change the release date in the bio from like 2019 to 2020 to like 2021. And I'm kind of like, bro, you ain't slick, but at the same time, I'm like, I get the hesitancy, but I just wanted more transparency with the whole thing, but I get it. But yeah, in like 2022, Cedric Garbo, the voice of Tom, in like some random interview was just like, oh yeah, Sony just said screw it, we're done, we're not doing the show anymore. And yeah, so yeah, the Boondocks reboot was done. And also in another interview with Gary Williams, the voice of Uncle Ruckus, he said that another reason was because it was just taking too long. And I kind of get that, because for a show like the Boondocks that satirize stuff in the real world, you don't want like any of your references to be like outdated, I guess. I mean, that's not the in-depth reason that he gave, but that's what I assume. So why did I go through all this? Well, basically, aside from whatever internal drama was happening with production, the biggest problems for the reboot follow through were like concerns dealing with voice actors and production time. And yeah, I just wanted the Boondocks to come back. I still wanted to come back, and not because we quote unquote need it now more than ever, something like that, but no, it's just a good show to watch. Like, it's just fun entertainment. Like the soundtrack, the comedy, the fight scenes, it doesn't have to be super anything deeper or melodramatic than that. And so I got to thinking, what if it doesn't have to come back as a show? The Boondocks started out as a comic strip, before the cartoon or anime was made. And like when the Boondocks reboot was first being promoted on the Instagram, they started to put out some comic strips that were in like the new art style, and they were pretty good. Like, I like the new art style, and the comedic bits were good. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, they can go back to the comic strip, but I don't know, but you're still limited when you do the strip, because there's only so much you can do in like 4 panels or whatever the format is if it's just the strip. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they should do a Boondocks manga series. Are you seeing the vision? Let me help you see it. Boondocks manga would be a great substitute for the show, because manga is a good medium to tell comedic and cinematic stories in a timely fashion. And you might be thinking, oh, so you want a like a weekly release, but I'm like, no, it could be weekly, but it could also be bi-weekly, monthly, in graphic novel format with a couple of chapters, like yearly or something. Like, it could be in any release format that they can choose, because I'm not trying to like create the next Togashi, or they're gonna be sleeping under the tables at Mappa or something. Nah, like, artists, they need to take their time and not, kill themselves making art. So yeah, I think it's just a good idea, because again, they'll be able to make stuff in a timely fashion, so they'll be able to keep up with like anything they want to satirize. It won't necessarily be outdated by the time they release each like chapter or part. And you can still have like your fight scenes in that format, because you have like way more panels to work with than just like 4. And also helps with the voice actor dilemma, but even still, I would like it if the voice actors like wanted to like read some of the chapters or something, like their voices, like a panel or like a video. Because I remember seeing like this like post like where like the Yu-Gi-Oh voice actors were like voicing like some season 0 parts of the manga. So that would be something nice to do like on the side. Now, what I want personally from a Boondocks manga is for it to have like a mix between season 1 and 2, tonally and content wise. Like, I think season 2 might be my favorite in terms of like the comedy and action and visuals. But I do miss what season 1 had, where it kind of like had deep dives into the characters and could be introspective and somber at times. Like, I missed that a bit, like especially when it came to Huey, because I feel like Huey got the most development in like season 1, but as season 2 and 3 and definitely 4, he became more of a background character. And it also felt like, for as much as I liked the parodies and satire that the Boondocks does, it does feel like it kind of missed like the core premise of like just 2 kids trying to adjust to a new environment. And it just became about, oh, who's coming on next, well, like what celebrity, what this, what that. And I want them to, try to focus more on like the child aspect again, because there can still be enjoyment on that premise alone. Like, I do like the Jasmine Lemonade episode, because it kind of took a simple premise about, oh, child having lemonade stand, to like this whole like commentary about like the rich taking advantage of like the working class. So there's still enjoyment from like the child premise alone of the 2 kids. But still, if they could just make a balance between season 1 and 2 tonally, I think it would be good for me personally. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Just like the Boondocks Instagram, all they're like showing now is like, hey, we're like making t-shirts of the concept art, and I've seen posts of like the art director just showing all like the character designs and concept for what the reboot was going to be. And I'm just like, man, just make a Boondocks manga. I'm surprised no one thought of that, because I'm like, it started out as a comic. Just expand on that. Like, that's the simplest way of like not letting all those ideas go to waste. But like, it is what it is. But I don't know, by some crazy miracle, they see this like tiny video and we're like, oh yeah, maybe he's right. I don't know, man, but no, I just wanted to get this out there just because it's just something I've had on my mind. Just, make a manga, come on. But yeah, it is what it is. They'll probably figure out something to do. I don't think the Boondocks is totally dead. They'll probably bring it back like about 10 years or something if they feel like it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Thanks for watching.